Hey, what's going on? Got another topics video. China creating brain control weapons and weaponizing biotech, US says. This is from AmericanMilitaryNews.com. The U.S. Department of Commerce suspects a Chinese military academy and 11 of its associates research institutes are developing technologies to support the Chinese military, including brain control weaponry. On Friday, the Commerce Department added 37 Chinese, Georgian, Malaysian, and Turkish entities to the restricted entity list. The Commerce Department took particular note of China's Academy of Military Medical Sciences and its 11 affiliated research institutes, based on the body of information that AMMS and its 11 research institutes use biotechnology processes to support Chinese military uses and end users, to include purported brain control weaponry. That's interesting. To support Chinese military end uses and end users. I don't understand that. To include purported brain control weaponry. What some knows you should also look up is frequency weapons. Remember the naval shooter, he had his ELF weapon. That means, we think it means extreme low frequency. One thing you got to remember about Earth and about creation, that it's all atoms. We're all atoms. Everything, this table, this computer, me, we're just atoms. And with these frequency weapons, they can manipulate your atoms. I don't know what they may be able to, like, destroy us, like break us down to a molecule with these frequency weapons. But they have the frequency weapons. They have a heart attack gun. They had since the 70s. The CIA admitted like a couple years ago. But yeah, this shouldn't shock you that, especially China has like brain control weaponry. It shouldn't shock you. On Friday, I got that. The Commerce Department did not elaborate further on what evidence it has seen of the Chinese entities developing brain control weaponry, but Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo indicated China could use those weapons both offensively against external adversaries, as well as crack down on its ethnic minority of Uyghur population. The scientific pursuit of biotechnology and medical innovation can save lives. Unfortunately, the People's Republic of China is choosing to use these technologies to pursue control over its people and its repression of members of ethnic and religious minority groups, Raimondo said. We cannot allow U.S. commodities, technologies, and software that support medical science and biotechnical innovation to be diverted toward uses contrary to U.S. national security. So what are you trying to say? How you expect to stop them? With a 250, 300 million man army they can summon at any time. How you going to stop them? You can't invade China with 1 billion people willing to probably go ballistic if you try that. I mean, they think Iran and Iraq was bad with the Iranians sending the kids over minefields. I don't even think you want to see, because we don't. I bet we can't imagine the mind control them Chinese people are under when it comes to the state. But yeah, you look up different technologies like this. This shouldn't shock you at all. I was watching The Social Dilemma for the third time today, and it talked about how Russia, they didn't exactly hack into our systems. They used systems that were already there for nefarious purposes. And that's basically that's the double-edged sword with technology. That's the gift and curse with technology. You got like I mean, y'all understand, it's like the gift and the curse with technology. You got nuclear power. With nuclear power, this a small bit can support a whole city. But then look, you got nuclear weapons that can wipe out 250 million people in like a second. You know what I'm saying? Let's read more. Craig Singleton, a former U.S. diplomat and current adjunct fellow at the Foundation for Defense of Democracies, told ABC News the weapons the Commerce Department described could include the stuff of science fiction, such as brain controlled weaponry that would allow a Chinese commando to discharge a weapon with just a thought, not a trigger finger. Whoa. Let's read that again. A Chinese commando to discharge a weapon with just a thought, not a trigger finger. I was just talking to some guys at work about Dean Kamen. He found their first robotics. This team I was this robotics program I was a part of in high school, and he developed this arm, this robotic arm you can control with your mind for amputees. It could squeeze a grape and it could like squeeze a grape and not destroy the grape. It was kind of big and futuristic, but they was controlling it with their mind. So yeah, that technology already exists. The Treasury Department also listed 8 Chinese technology firms developing military and security technologies on Thursday. One system the Treasury Department described, developed by Megvii Technology Limited, could recognize persons as being part of the Uyghur ethnic minority and send automated alarms to government authorities. Wow. So they got some racist technology. Oh, who would have knew? Who would have thought? Chinese military leaders have been talking about developing brain control weapons and Pacific ethnic genetic attacks for years, according to ABC News. Wow. They might use germ warfare on specific races or something like that. Who would have knew? Retired U.S. Marine Lieutenant Colonel Stephen Ganyard, who served as a U.S. diplomat for military affairs under President George W. Bush, told ABC News, China's research focus on these technologies is not unique. What is unique is their declared intent to weaponize their inventions. Also, they already said they're going to do this. Uh-oh. What are we going to... World War III, it's already planned. Look up Albert Pike's 3 World Wars. It's already planned. Some of these technologies may not be easily contained and could have disastrous second and third order consequences on civilian populations. Gonyard added, China seeking to weaponize advanced technologies is putting the whole world at risk for unforeseen and uncontainable consequences. And that's it. So what do you think? Frequency weapons, bioweapons, all types of weapons. Yeah, remember, we are atoms. People, I talked about this on Facebook years ago. We're atoms. Everything. So a frequency, we can just dissipate and just disappear and be dead. Also with the fallen ones, the fallen Ben Elohim, one of their powers is being able to manipulate their atomic structure. That's shape-shifting. That's all that is. That's just manipulating and changing the atoms to appear in a different form. That's all they're doing is manipulating the atoms when they shapeshift. But remember that, because the time is coming where Satan and his angels will be revealing themselves to the world. And that can be at any time, because they're already here. They do this. This is what they do. This is what they do. They pick a time to reveal themselves to a specific group of people. Did it to Greece, did it to Egypt, did it to Rome, did it to Babel. They pick a specific time to reveal themselves, and people worship them as gods. And they're going to do it in this generation too. The time is coming. Satan will be worshipped as God, just like the book of Revelation says. The end times will be full of devil worship, the worship of demons, fallen angels. Thank you so much. Thy will be done. Lord bless you. Bye.